Ms. Red, did you have an idea before you saw this photograph that the allegation might have been that it was your brother? Did you kind of have a sneaking suspicion?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure again, but...
Do you have a police report or anything?
So my house got flooded in January. When my house got flooded, a lot of my documentation got damaged. I was not able to provide the incident number to pull up the police report from...
And they can't find it because of
that? And
that?
they can't find it because they're not able to find it based off of my first and last name.
What happened with Enterprise?
Enterprise sent me a bill for 40 grand, so I still owe 40 grand to Enterprise.
So you have not resolved that with them?
No, I'm still dealing with my own emotional distress and my own loss of wages and my own loss of income because I'm having to deal with Enterprise at the moment.
Understood. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Judge Corriero.
Thank you, Judge. Here's my question to you, Mr. Carter. Why did you not show her this photograph until today? You would have learned the name of the person who was in that photograph, and you would have been able to go to the police and say, this is the guy that hit me.
Yes, sir.
They would have been able to arrest him based on probable cause and your identification. Why? Why didn't you do that?
She never asked for the photograph, sir. She said that
She didn't have to ask for it. You needed to know the name of that person.
When I told her that I said the person who was at the argument and the person is the same person who was in the picture with your bowling alley, she responded, I don't know what's going on. So that was the end of that.
But didn't you realize that if you identified that person, you would have been able to take that name and give it to the police, and you would have been able to make out a case, and then you could have sued him, and he may very well go to jail. You saying you never saw this photograph until today?
No, I never knew what photograph he was speaking in reference to.
In your answer, didn't you say that it was your brother?
After I completed my investigation, I found out that it was my brother.
How did you do that?
A report that he made, I looked at the description of the person that it described, and he had already contacted me, and I had...
So why didn't you reach out to him and tell him?
Because I was not able to send him any messages on Instagram or Facebook.
You blocked him.
Yes, I did block him because he was harassing me.
I'm trying to figure out how was I harassing someone.
You were sending me messages.
Yeah, it's a very good question.
I'm just trying
to... It's a very good question because I did read all of your interchanges, and I'm sorry, Keveta, if you consider what his demeanor and his courtesies to you as harassment, we're on a different page. Judge?
Okay, so when you found out that it was your brother, what have you said to your brother?
He's incarcerated right now.
Okay.
For this?
No.
Oh.
For something else.
Have you told the police you know who stole the car?
No, I have not.
I'm good.
Anything further, Judge?
I think I'm good.
All right, we're going to excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much.
Okay, so this one was really hard. It's not a unanimous verdict. Judge Corriero is the dissent. He does not believe, Mr. Carter, that you met your burden of proof, as against this defendant here. Now that you know who's responsible for the accident, that's the person that you need to actually go after. Judge Juarez and I have come to the same conclusion for different reasons. Ms. Red, Judge Juarez believes that had you found out that it was someone not your brother, you would have tried a lot harder with police. You probably would have given the plaintiff here, Mr. Carter, the information that you knew if some just random person stole your car and that you knew who that person was. But because it was your brother, it was complicated. We don't have a police report that you claim you made. And as between the two of you, the plaintiff is more blameless in the situation. We're not suggesting that you gave express consent to your brother to use the rental car, but leaving the keys behind, you may have impliedly given consent. That he sees some keys on the counter, he's going to take it and he's going to drive it. So, Mr. Carter, in terms of the damages, we're not going to grant you the emotional distress claim only because we don't find that the defendant acted in a way that was outrageous and egregious.
Understand.
As far as loss of income, we did find that you were in the hole about $4,000. We have receipts that you spent up to $1,200 in Uber costs, so you're already at the court's maximum of $5,000. So that is the verdict in favor of the plaintiff for $5,000. Good luck to the both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.